Welcome to my channel, Real English Fluency. You learn English words and then forget them again and again. It is not your brain's fault, you just need the real way to make words stay forever. In this video, I will give you every powerful technique to keep every word you learn and never lose it again. Stay with me till the end, and you will never fear forgetting words again. Chapter 1. The memory problem. When you learn English, the first problem you meet is memory. You hear a word. You repeat it. You write it in your notebook. You feel happy because you learned something new. But then, the next day, you try to remember it and it is gone. You feel angry. You feel sad. You feel that you're not good at English. But my friend, you must understand this truth. Forgetting is normal. Forgetting is not your fault. Even native speakers forget words they do not use. The problem is not your brain. The problem is the way you try to remember. I know how it feels. You study a list of words at night. In the morning, you see the list again. It looks like you are meeting strangers. The words are cold. They do not connect to your life. They do not have meaning in your world. Your brain says, why should I keep these words? They're not important to me. This is how your memory works. It keeps the things that feel important. It throws away what feels empty. This is why you remember a song from 10 years ago, but you forget the word you learned yesterday. Most learners think the answer is to study harder. They read the same word 50 times. They copy it into a notebook 10 times. But still, after a few days, it disappears. That is because your brain does not work like a computer. You cannot press save just by looking again and again. Your brain saves things when they are connected to emotion, action, or a picture. If you give it only a cold list, it will not keep it for long. Think about your own life. You remember your first day at school. You remember your first trip. You remember the time someone made you laugh so much you cried. Why? Because those moments had feelings. The pictures in your mind were strong. The sounds, the smells, the emotions, they stayed with you. This is what we must do with English words. We must give them life. We must make them part of your story. I want you to stop blaming yourself for forgetting. You're not bad at English. You're not slow. You're not weak. You simply need a new way to remember. This video will give you that way. And the truth is, when you learn the right way, remembering words becomes easy. You will be able to see a new word and keep in your mind for weeks, months, even years. Let me tell you a short story. Years ago, I was teaching a student named Zara. She worked hard. She came to every class. She made long lists of vocabulary, but she kept forgetting. One day she said to me, maybe my brain is too old. I told her, Zara, your brain is perfect. It is not the age, it is the method. I gave her one simple change to connect each word to something in her life. For the word market, she remembered the smell of fresh bread in her local market. For rain, she remembered walking home with wet hair. After 2 weeks, she told me, Teacher, now I remember almost every word. The problem was never her brain. The problem was how she used it. This is why I made this video for you. I want you to feel the same power Zara felt. I wanted to look at a word and know you can keep it forever. But to do that, you must be willing to change how you learn. You must let go of boring lists. You must make words part of your life. You must speak them, see them, feel them, and use them. In this chapter, I want you to accept one big idea. Your memory is not broken. It is working exactly as it should. If you forget a word, it means your brain decided it was not important enough. So your job is to make words important to you. How? That is what we will do together in the next chapters. From now on, I want you to stop saying, I have a bad memory. I want you to start saying, I just need to give my brain a reason to remember. That is the real key. You will not just learn new words. You will keep them. You will use them without thinking. And one day, someone will ask you, how do you remember so many English words? And you will smile because you will know the secret. This is not magic. This is not a trick. This is how the human brain works. You can do it. In the next chapter, I will show you the first step, how to give a word a feeling so strong that your brain will hold it like a treasure. Get ready, because once you understand that, you will never look at English words the same way again. Chapter 2. One word, many feelings. When you see a new English word, what do you feel? For most learners, the answer is nothing. It is just a shape of letters on a page. It has no life. It is cold. This is why your brain lets it go. The brain keeps the things that have feelings. It throws away the things that feel empty. If you want to remember a word forever, you must give it feelings. You must make it alive in your heart. I will tell you a secret about memory. The human brain is like a treasure guard. It asks one question before it saves something. Is this important to me? If the answer is no, the brain throws it out. But if the answer is yes, it locks it in the treasure box. The fastest way to make something important to your brain is to connect it to an emotion. It could be happiness, sadness, excitement, or even surprise. The stronger the feeling, the stronger the memory. Imagine you learn the word happy. You could just read it, or you can close your eyes and remember the happiest day of your life. Maybe it was your birthday. Maybe it was when you met a friend after a long time. Feel the smile. Feel the light in your heart. Hear the laughter. Now, when you think of happy, you will not just see a word. You will see your own life. You will feel your own heart. That word will not leave you easily. I once had a student named Sam. He always forgot new words. I told him to give every new word a feeling from his life. Well, he learned cold. You remember the morning he went to school in winter without a jacket. When he learned delicious, he remembered the taste of his mother's cooking. After 1 month, he told me, Teacher, I don't just remember the words. I feel them. That is the magic of emotion. You can try this today. Take any new word. Ask yourself, have I felt this? If the word is angry, remember a moment when someone lied to you. If the word is excited, think of a time you waited for a surprise. Make the feeling real in your mind. The more senses you add, the better. See the place. Hear the sounds. Smell the smells. Taste the food. Feel the weather. Your brain will take that full picture and keep the word in it like a jewel. This method works because your brain is made for stories, not for lists. If you give it a dry list of words, it will forget. But if you give it a word inside your own story, it will keep it for years. You can even make the feelings bigger than real life. If the word is rain, you can imagine the biggest rain you have ever seen. Imagine running through the water, laughing or shivering. Make it clear. Make it colorful. You do not need to do this for every single word. But for the most important words, give them feelings. Give them life. It will change your memory forever. And the best part? It makes learning fun. You're not just studying. You're living the words. Every new word is a small piece of your life that you can touch anytime. Think about the last movie you watched. You remember the scenes that made you laugh or cry. You remember the parts that made you angry or inspired. You do not remember the boring parts. Your brain works the same way with English words. If you make the word boring, your brain will throw it away. If you make it exciting, your brain will keep it like a gift. From now on, every time you meet a new word, stop. Take a breath. Close your eyes. Ask yourself, what does this word feel like to me? It could be a big memory or a small one, but must be yours. That is how the word will belong to you. That is how you will own it. In the next chapter, I will show you something even more powerful. Because feelings alone are not enough if you do not use the word. I will show you why you must take the new word and put it into action the same day you learn it. This is the secret that turns memory into fluency. You're going to love it. Chapter 3. Use it or lose it. If you learn a new word today and do not use it, you will lose it. It is that simple. Your brain is like a garden. If you plant a seed but never water it, it will dry and disappear. Words are the same. You plant them in your mind when you learn them, but you must water them with use. If you do not, they will fade away, and it will feel like you never learned them at all. Many learners think, I will just remember it because I learned it today, but the brain works differently. A new word is weak in your memory. It is soft. It needs exercise to grow strong. If you use it, it becomes part of you. If you ignore it, it leaves you. This is why the most successful learners speak new words immediately. Even if their sentences are not perfect, they are not afraid of mistakes. They know that speaking is the glue that holds the word in place. I have seen students learn a new word in class, smile, and then never say it again. After a week, the word is gone. They have to learn it again. This is like filling a cup with water, but letting it spill out. It wastes time. It wastes energy. But I have also seen students use a word many times in the same day. They say it in class. They say it to a friend. They write it in a message. They talk to themselves with it. The next week, they still remember it. The difference is simple. One used it. One did not. I remember when I first learned the word challenge. I did not just write it in my notebook. I started to say, learning English is a challenge. I told my friend, waking up early is a challenge. I told myself, I will win this challenge. By the end of the week, the word was part of my thinking. I cannot forget it if I tried. You must understand that using a new word does not mean making a perfect speech. It can be as simple as saying one small sentence. If you learn the word beautiful, you can say the sky is beautiful. You can say, this dress is beautiful. You can say, my mother's smile is beautiful. You can repeat the word in different ways until it feels natural. The more you use it, the more your brain believes it is important. Your brain is always watching what you do. If it sees you using the word often, it will decide, this is important, keep it. If it never hears you say the word, it will decide, this is not important, forget it. You control that choice. Some learners are shy. They are afraid to use new words because they think they will say them wrong. But let me tell you something powerful. Using a word wrongly is still better than not using it at all. Every mistake is practice. Every try makes the word stronger in your memory. Perfection comes later. First comes usage. I want you to make this your new rule. Every time you learn a new word, you must use it 3 times in the same day. Say it to yourself. Say it to a friend. Write it in a message. This will turn a weak word into a strong one. It will take it from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. Think of it like this. A new word is like a guest in your home. If you never talk to the guest, they will leave. But if you spend time with them, eat with them, and laugh with them, they will stay longer. Using a word is inviting it to stay in your life. From today, stop letting your words escape. Use them. Speak them. Write them. Live with them. This is the fastest way to make them yours forever. In the next chapter, I will give you another secret weapon. It is about how to use pictures in your mind, so a word becomes impossible to forget. If you thought feelings were strong, wait until you see what images can do to your memory. Get ready, because this will change the way you learn forever. Chapter 4. The Power of Pictures. Your brain loves pictures. It loves them more than letters. It loves them more than lists. This is why you can remember a face you saw 10 years ago, but forget a phone number you saw yesterday. Words are like numbers. If you only see them as letters, your brain will not care. But if you turn them into pictures, your brain will hold them tightly. When you hear a new English word, do not just see the letters in your mind. See an image. See a scene. Make it big. Make it clear. Make it funny if you can. The stranger or more emotional the picture, the stronger the memory. If you learn the word apple, you could just think of a normal apple. But that is boring. Instead, imagine a huge apple falling from the sky into your bag. Imagine the sound it makes. Imagine the smell. Suddenly, the word apple is no longer just a word. It is a moment in your mind. I had a student named Noor. She always forgot the word umbrella. I told her to imagine a giant yellow umbrella flying away in the wind like a bird. She laughed and said she could see it clearly. 1 month later, I asked her, "Do you remember the word?" She smiled and said, "Yes, and I still see that big yellow umbrella in my head." That is the power of pictures. Your brain remembers pictures because they are part of survival. Thousands of years ago, humans needed to remember dangerous animals, safe plants, and important places. Pictures kept them alive. That is why we still remember images faster than words. You can use this old brain habit to remember English words forever. Here is how to do it. Step 1. Hear or read the new word. Step 2. Close your eyes and make a picture for it. Step 3. Add color, movement, and sound. Step 4. Make it bigger or stranger than real life. For example, if the word is fish, do not just think of small fish. Think of a fish wearing sunglasses and dancing. The funnier and stranger, the better. This works for every kind of word. If the word is happy, you can see yourself jumping in a field of balloons. If the word is fast, you can imagine a rabbit on skateboard. If the word is hot, you can imagine the sun wearing a red hat and sweating. You're not just learning words. You are making small movies in your mind. Pictures are also powerful because they connect to your feelings. If you create an image that makes you smile, your brain will keep it. If it makes you curious or surprised, it will stay even longer. This is why boring pictures do not work well. Your picture must have life. It must make you feel something. Some learners think they cannot draw in their minds. But everyone can imagine. Close your eyes and remember your favorite food. You see it, right? Remember your friend's face. You see it. That is proof you can create pictures. Now I just need to connect those pictures to English words. I want you to try something right now. Pick a new word. It could be any word. Close your eyes. Make a big picture for it. Add color. Add action. Add sound. Open your eyes and say the word. Tomorrow, you will see that picture again, and the word will come to you instantly. That is the magic. From now on, every time you learn a word, make a picture for it. Do in your head. Do it on paper if you want. The important thing is to connect the letters to an image that your brain will never forget. You will be surprised how fast your memory grows. In the next chapter, I will show you something that will make your words feel like friends. When a word is your friend, you will never forget it. You will want to spend time with it. You will feel happy to use it. Get ready, because this next step will make your learning even more powerful. Chapter 5. Make a word your friend. Think about your best friend. You know their face. You know their voice. You know the way they laugh. You never forget them because they are part of your life. Now imagine if every English word was like friend. You would not forget it. You would enjoy meeting it again and again. This is the secret. Treat words like friends, not strangers. When we meet a stranger on the street, we might forget their name in 1 minute. But when we meet a friend, their name stays in our heart. It is the same with English words. If you only see a word once, it is like a stranger. Your brain will not care. But if you spend time with it, talk to it, and use it, it becomes a friend. And friends are hard to forget. I remember a student named Sana. She always said, "Teacher, I learn a word, but it leaves me." I asked her, "How do you treat the word after you learn it?" She said, "I write it in my notebook and move to the next one." I smiled and said, "That is why. You are treating the word like a stranger." I told her to imagine each new word as a new friend. Say hello to it. Use it in conversation. Think about it during the day. Even joke with it in her mind. 2 weeks later, she came back and said, "Now I remember my words. They feel like friends." When you make a word your friend, you change the way you learn. You stop forcing your brain. You start enjoying the company of the word. If the word is strong, you can think, "My friend Strong is always with me when I need courage." If the word is light, you can imagine light helping you find your way in the dark. Give the word a personality. Give a voice. Let's speak in your imagination. You can also connect your new friend to the friends you already have. If the word is funny, think of your funniest friend and give the word their face. If the word is kind, give the face of someone who helped you. This connection will make the word feel warm and alive. Another way to make a word your friend is to carry it with you through the day. You can write it on a small card or type in your phone. Look at it many times. Say it aloud in different places. Whisper it to yourself while walking. This is like spending time with a friend in different locations. Your brain will see the word as part of your daily life. Friends also make memories together. You can make small stories with your word every day. If the word is rain, maybe you imagine going for a walk with rain and sharing an umbrella. If the word is brave, imagine Brave standing next to you before a big test. These little stories create a deep bond between you and the word. When you see your friend after a long time, you feel happy. It is the same with words. If you stop using a word for some time, do not worry. When you meet it again in a book or in conversation, greet it with a smile in your heart. Say, "I know you. You're my friend." That small moment will make your brain keep it again. From today, I want you to choose one new word and treat it like a friend. Spend time with it. Talk to it. Put in your sentences. Connect it to your life. You will feel the difference. Your brain will not let it go. In the next chapter, I will give you a simple but powerful system to keep your friends close forever. It is called the 5-10-30 rule. Once you learn it, you will never lose an English word again. This is going to be a game changer for you. Chapter 6, the 5-10-30 rule. When you learn a new word, your brain is like wet cement. The word leaves a mark, but if you do not touch it again soon, the cement will dry and the mark will fade. This is why you must review at the right time. Not too late, not too soon. And that is where the 5-10-30 rule comes in. It is simple, it is powerful, and it works for everyone. Here's how it goes. When you learn a new word, review it after 5 minutes. Then review it again after 10 minutes. Then review it again after 30 minutes. That is it. This small habit tells your brain this word is important. Keep it. It works because your memory is strongest right after you learn something, but it starts to fade quickly. Touching it again at these times keeps it alive. Let me give you an example. Imagine you learn the word goal. You say it, you write it, you make a picture for it. Now, 5 minutes later, you say it again in a sentence. My goal is to speak English. Then you keep studying or doing other things. 10 minutes later, you repeat it. I will reach my goal. 30 minutes later, you say it again. This video is helping me with my English goal. That word will now stay in your mind much longer than if you only saw it once. I had a student named Omar. He told me he always forgot words after one day. I taught him the 5-10-30 rule. In 1 week, he came back and said, Teacher, now I can remember the words I learned last Monday. He was surprised because he thought remembering was about repeating the word many times in 1 hour. But that only tires the brain. The secret is spacing the reviews so your brain works naturally. This method also makes learning lighter. You do not need to spend hours on the same word. You only need to return to it at the right moments. Each review can be just 10 seconds. You can say it aloud, write it once, or make a quick sentence. The point is to remind your brain, hey, we are still keeping this. You can even combine this rule with the other techniques you learned in the last chapters. In the 5-minute review, you can connect the word to a feeling. In the 10-minute review, you can imagine a picture. In the 30-minute review, you can make a small story. This way, every review is different, and your brain gets the word from many angles. The 5-10-30 rule works because of how your memory is built. Scientists call it spaced repetition, but you do not need to remember the science. Just remember the times. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. If you follow it, you will remember more words in 1 month than you did in the last 6 months. Here is something else to remember. You can also use this rule in your daily life. If you learn a word in the morning, review it after 5 minutes. Then again after 10 minutes. Then again after 30 minutes. Later that day, you will still remember it. And when you see it tomorrow, it will feel like an old friend. Some people say they are too busy for review, but this rule takes less than 2 minutes each time. You could do it while walking, cooking, or even waiting for the bus. The only thing you need is your attention. And if you're serious about learning English, you will give your attention to the words you want to keep. From today, make this rule part of your life. Do not just learn a word and hope it stays. Guide it. Protect it. Keep it close with the 5, 10, 30 rule. In the beginning, set a timer if you need. Later, it will become natural. Your brain will start asking for the word at those times. That is when you know it is working. In the next chapter, I will teach you another way to make remembering easy. It is about learning words in small groups that belong together. When words are connected, they help each other stay in your memory. This is going to make your learning faster and your memory stronger. Chapter 7. Learning Groups. Your brain loves connections. It loves to see how things fit together. This is why you remember songs, not just single notes. You remember a full story, not just one line. The same is true for English words. If you learn them alone, they are weak. If you learn them in small groups, they become strong. They hold each other in place. When you learn words in groups, they give meaning to each other. If you learn the word spoon, also learn fork and knife. If you learn rain, also learn cloud and umbrella. Your brain will connect them like a chain. If you remember one word, the others will come to you. This is because the brain stores information in networks. One word pulls the next one forward. I had a student named Adil. He was always frustrated because he would learn one word, but it would slip away after a day. I told him to stop learning single words and start learning families of words. For example, when he learned river, I asked him to add water, boat, and bridge. He started to see pictures in his mind. The river flowing, the boat sailing, the bridge crossing over. 2 weeks later, he told me, "Now, when I remember one word, I remember the whole scene." That is the magic of learning in groups. You can group words by topic. Food words go together. Weather words go together. Travel words go together. You can group them by action. All the words for cooking in one group. All the words for studying in another. Or you can group them by place. What do you find in the kitchen? What do you find at the beach? This makes learning easier because the brain likes categories. Another way is to make many stories with your word groups. If your group is cat, milk, and sleep, your story can be, "The cat drinks milk and sleeps on the sofa." You're not only connecting the words in meaning, but also in action. The story becomes a bridge between the words. And bridges are hard to forget. When you learn in groups, you also save time. Instead of learning 10 random words, you can learn 10 connected words and remember them longer. You will also understand them better when you hear them in real life. If someone talks about the weather, you will remember your whole weather group. If someone talks about food, you will remember your food group. The best part is, this makes learning more fun. You're not just memorizing cold lists. You are building small worlds in your mind. Worlds where all the words belong together. Worlds that you can visit anytime. I want you to try this today. Choose one topic you like. Maybe it is sports. Maybe it is cooking. Maybe it is animals. Find 5 words from that topic and learn them together. Make sentences. Make pictures. Make stories. You will see how easy it becomes to keep them. You can also connect this with the 5, 10, 30 rule from the last chapter. Review your group at those times. Each review will not only keep one word alive, but the whole group will grow stronger together. This is like watering a garden where many plants grow side by side. When you water one, the others also get the benefit. From today, stop treating words like lonely islands. Put them in groups. Let them support each other. Let them stay together in your mind. When words have friends, they do not leave you. In the next chapter, we will go even deeper into memory. I will show you how to tell a tiny story with new words so they stick in your head like your favorite childhood story. This is going to take your learning to a whole new level. Chapter 8. Tell a mini story. Your brain is a story lover. From the time you were a child, stories have been the way you learned about the world. You remember the fairy tales, the family stories, the moments your friends told you something exciting. But you probably do not remember every grammar rule you ever studied. Why? Because rules are dry. Stories are alive. When you put new English words into a small story, they come alive. It stops being cold, lonely words. They become part of a living world in your mind. And that world is easier to remember than a flat list in a notebook. I once had a student named Layla. She was learning the words cat, window, and jump. She tried to remember them one by one, but she kept forgetting. I told her to make a story. The cat jumps out of the window. She laughed. She said she could see the cat in her mind. A week later, I asked her about those words. She remembered them instantly. She told me, I don't just remember the words, I remember the cat. That is the magic of a mini story. Your story does not have to be long. It does not have to be perfect. It can be as short as one sentence, but it must connect the words. If you learn coffee, morning, and smile, you can make I drink coffee in the morning and smile. Now, all three words are tied together in a picture and an action. When you make a story, try to make it clear in your mind. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the feelings. If your story makes you smile or laugh, that is even better. Emotion is like glue for memory. It can also make your story strange. Strange stories stick in the brain. If the words are fish, bicycle, and park, you can make a fish rides a bicycle to the park. That will make you laugh. And laughter will help you remember. Another tip is to make your story about you. When a story is personal, your brain treats it as important. If the words are study, English, and friend, you can make I study English with my friend every Sunday. Now, you're not just remembering words. You are remembering a part of your life. This method is also powerful because it gives the words context. In real life, we do not use words alone. We use them in sentences, in conversations, in situations. A mini story prepares your brain to use the words when you need them. You can make stories in your head, or you can write them down. You can even say them aloud to yourself. The more senses you use, speaking, hearing, seeing, the stronger the memory will be. I wanted to try it right now. Take 3 new words you learned today. Make the shortest story you can with them. Close your eyes and see in your mind. Then say it aloud. Tomorrow, you will remember it without even trying. From today, stop learning words like cold stones. Turn them into warm, living stories. Make them move. Make them feel. Make them yours. The moment you do this, your brain will start to keep them as if they were part of your own life. In the next chapter, we will make your memory even stronger by adding your voice to the process. I will show you why speaking the word is one of the most powerful ways to make it yours forever. Get ready to use the full power of your own voice. Chapter 9. Speak to remember. If you want to keep a word forever, you must speak it. Not just think it. Not just read it. You must let it leave your mouth and hear it with your ears. Speaking makes the word real. It gives it a sound, a life, and a place in your memory. When you only read a word, it is quiet in your mind. Quiet things are easy to forget. But when you speak a word, it becomes loud. Your brain hears it. Your mouth feels it. Your ears catch it. Many parts of your brain work together at the same time. This is why speaking is one of the most powerful ways to remember. I had a student named Ahmed. He told me, "Teacher, I understand the words when I read them, but I forget them when I speak." I told him, "That is because you do not speak them enough." I gave him one task. Every time he learned a new word, he had to say it aloud 10 times in different sentences. 2 weeks later, he came to me smiling. "Now I remember more words than ever," he said. The only difference was that he used his voice. When you speak a word, do not just say it flatly. Say it with emotion. If the word is happy, smile when you say it. If the word is angry, say it with a strong voice. If the word is surprised, open your eyes wide and say it with energy. This emotional connection makes your memory stronger. You can also speak a word in different ways. Whisper it. Say it loudly. Say it slowly. Say it fast. Each time you change your voice, your brain stores a new version of the word. This makes it harder to forget. Speaking also prepares you for real conversations. In real life, you do not have time to think about each word for 5 seconds. You must be able to say it naturally. The more you practice speaking a word, the more natural it becomes. Do not be afraid to talk to yourself. Many learners feel shy speaking alone. But self-talk is one of the best ways to remember words. You could do it anywhere. In your room, on a walk, while cooking. Say your new words in small sentences about what you're doing. If the word is cut, say, "I cut the vegetables." If the word is clean, say, "I clean the table." Another powerful tip is to teach the word to someone else. You could teach a friend, a family member, or even an imaginary student. When you explain a word aloud, you understand it better and remember it longer. I want you to try this today. Choose one new word. Make 3 sentences with it. Say each sentence aloud 5 times. Do it in the morning and then again in the evening. You will see that the word stays with you without effort. From today, promise yourself that no new word will stay silent in your notebook. Every word you meet must be spoken. Your voice will give it life. And once a word has life, it will not leave you. In the next chapter, I will show you how to connect your ears to your memory. You will learn why listening to the word in real situations makes it stick even more. This will complete the circle of learning. You will see, hear, and say the word, and it will be yours forever. Chapter 10. Listen to the word. If you want a word to stay in your memory, you must hear it. Not just once. Not just in your own voice. You must hear it from many voices. You must hear it in real situations. Listening is like giving water to a seed. Every time you hear the word, it grows stronger roots in your brain. When you only read a word, you know its shape. When you speak it, you know its sound in your own voice. But when you hear from others, you learn its real music. You hear how it lives in conversation. You hear how it changes with emotion. This makes your memory deeper. I remember a student named Fatima. She learned the word opportunity, but kept forgetting it. I told her, find this word in the world. Listen to it in videos, movies, and songs. She started to watch short clips where people used opportunity. She heard it in interviews. She heard it in speeches. 2 weeks later, she told me, Now I hear it in my head all the time. The reason was simple. She gave her ears the chance to learn. When you listen to a word in many places, your brain starts to expect it. The next time you hear it, your brain says, I know this one. And every time it happens, the word becomes more natural. It stops being a stranger. It becomes a friend you see often. Listening also teaches you how the word works in real life. You might think you know a word, but hearing it in a real sentence can surprise you. You hear it with different grammar, with slang, with humor. These moments give your brain more connections. And more connections mean a stronger memory. You do not need expensive courses for this. You can listen for free. You can search the word on YouTube and watch short clips. You can listen to podcasts or English stories. You can even turn on English subtitles while watching movies. When you see and hear the word at the same time, it locks into your mind. Another trick is to listen to the word while you do other things. You can play it on repeat while cooking, cleaning, or walking. Your brain will catch it even if you're not focused. This is called passive listening, and it works like magic over time. If you want to make it stronger, repeat the word after you hear it. This is called shadowing. The moment someone says the word, say it with them or right after them. This connects your listening and speaking. It doubles your memory power. I want you to try this today. Pick one new word. Search for it in videos or audio. Listen to it at least 5 times from different people. Say it after them. Make a sentence with it. By the end of the day, you will feel that the word is already part of you. From today, make your ears your teachers. Let them catch the words for you. The more you hear a word, the harder it is to forget. Listening is not just for understanding. It is for remembering. In the next chapter, I will show you how to make reviewing your words feel like playing a game. You will see that remembering can be fun and exciting, not boring and difficult. This is going to make you want to review every day. Chapter 11. Review like a game. Most learners think reviewing words is boring. They imagine sitting at a desk, reading the same list again and again until their eyes feel heavy. No wonder they avoid it. But here is the truth. Reviewing does not have to be boring. It can be fun. It can feel like a game. And when learning feels like a game, your brain learns faster. Games are powerful because they make you curious. They make you want to keep going. You do not say, I must play. You say, I want to play. That is how reviewing should feel. If you make it enjoyable, you will not skip it. You will look forward to it. I had a student named Ollie who hated reviewing. He said it felt like punishment. I told him to turn it into a challenge. We made a game. How many times can you use this new word in one day? He started counting every time he said it. He even tried to sneak it into conversations with friends. Soon he told me, Teacher, I remembered more words this week than in the last 2 months. The only change was that reviewing became play. You can make games for yourself. You can write words on small cards and mix them. Pick one and make a sentence as fast as you can. You can set a timer for 1 minute and see how many sentences you can make with different words. You can challenge yourself to use 3 new words in one paragraph. Every game you play makes your brain work harder without feeling tired. You can also play games with other people. Ask a friend to quiz you. Take turns giving each other words and making sentences. If you have family who want to help, make it a family game. Even children can join. The more you laugh and enjoy it, the more the words will stay in your memory. Technology can help too. There are many free apps with flashcards, quizzes, and matching games. But remember, the goal is not just to win in the app. The goal is to use the words in your real life. So, after you play, try to speak the words in real situations. One of my favorite review games is Word Hunt. Choose a word you learned and hunt for it in the world. Look for it in books, videos, conversations, and even on signs in the street. Every time you find it, give yourself a point. At the end of the day, see how many points you have. This makes you alert and active. And every time you see the word, it gets stronger in your mind. The secret is to make reviewing light. Do not make it feel like a heavy task. Make it quick, fun, and full of surprises. When reviewing is enjoyable, you will do it more often. And the more often you review, the less you forget. I want you to try this today. Pick 5 words you learned this week. Turn them into a game. It could be a speed challenge, a word hunt, or a quiz with a friend. Play for just 10 minutes. You will see how much more energy you have compared to reading the same list silently. From today, remember this. Reviewing is not punishment. It is your chance to win. It is your way of keeping your word alive. Make it a game, and you will never run from it again. In the final chapter, I will show you how to make all these techniques part of a daily life. Because learning words is not a one-day job. It is a habit. And once it becomes your habit, forgetting will no longer be your problem. You will keep words for life. Chapter 12, From Word to Habit. Learning English words is not a one-time event. It is not something you do once and then forget about. It is something you build into your life. It becomes part of who you are. And when learning becomes a habit, you do not have to force yourself. You do not have to push. You simply live it. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not need to remind yourself every morning. You do it because it is part of your day. Now imagine if learning and remembering English words was just as natural. That is the goal. That is what we are building. Habits are powerful because they work even when you feel tired, even when you're busy, even when you're not motivated. If you have a habit of learning words, you will keep going no matter what. And little by little, those small daily actions will build a huge vocabulary. I remember a student named Hina. She started learning words with excitement. But after a week, she stopped. She told me, I didn't feel like it. I explained to her that feelings come and go, but habits stay. I helped her create a small plan. Learn one new word every morning before breakfast. It took her less than 2 minutes, but she did it every single day. After 3 months, she had learned 90 words without stress, without pressure. That is the power of habit. To turn learning into a habit, start small. Do not try to learn 20 words in one day. That will only make you tired. Learn 1, 2, or 3 words. Use the techniques from this series. Connect them to feelings. Make pictures. Put them in groups. Tell stories. Speak them. Listen to them. Review them like a game. When you repeat this daily, it will feel easy. Choose a fixed time for your learning. It can be in the morning, during lunch, or before bed. When you do it at the same time, every day, your brain starts to expect it. It will feel strange if you skip it. That is when you know the habit is forming. You can also link your learning to something you already do. For example, every time you make tea, learn one new word. Every time you check your phone, review a word. Every time you take a walk, speak a sentence with a new word. Linking your habit to another habit makes it stronger. Do not forget to celebrate your small wins. If you kept your habit for 1 week, smile and be proud. If you kept it for a month, give yourself a small reward. These celebrations make the habit feel even better. Some days you will feel lazy. Some days you will feel busy. But even on those days, do something small. Even if you only say the word once. Even if you only remember the picture. The important thing is to keep the chain unbroken. Every day, you keep your habit alive is a victory. From today, promise yourself that English learning will not be a short trip. It will be your lifestyle. Words will not just visit your mind. They will live there. They will grow with you. And one day, you will speak with so much confidence that people will ask, "How do you remember so many words?" You will smile and say, "It is my habit. This is the final step. Make learning part of your life. Make it as natural as breathing." Once you do, forgetting will not be your problem anymore. Your problem will be choosing which word to learn next. And that is a problem worth having. And now you know every real technique to remember English words and never forget them again. But these methods will only work if you start today. Pick one word right now. Use the feelings, the pictures, the stories, the voice, the listening, the reviews, and the games. Make it your friend. Make it part of your life. If you follow these steps every day, your vocabulary will grow faster than you imagine. You will feel more confident. You will speak more freely. And you will never again feel the pain of forgetting a word you worked so hard to learn. So here's what I want you to do. Take action now. Write one new word in the comments and make a small story with it. I will read it, and you might inspire someone else to learn today. If this video helped you, subscribe to my channel Real English Fluency, click the like button, and share it with a friend who also wants to remember words forever. The journey is easier when we learn together. Your English dream is waiting. Start now.